Hey, you guys, sorry, I'm a little late and I'm gonna try and stay still in one place. We are in New Orleans tonight. We are getting ready to go out. We are in the room and I just figured I would do this in the room instead of like crazy New Orleans, crazy loud. So anyway, tonight's topic actually came about very organically from one of my friends, from actually a group of my friends. Recently this year, one of my dear friends got a humongous promotion in her job. And it actually took 2 years, and we had been following it with her the whole time and sort of going through the motions with her. And just recently she said to us, it's really amazing how you all have supported me and rallied around me for this job and what it means to me. And I wonder what we can do to make sure that our girls have the same type of support system. So we all have girls, and their girls are a little bit older than Peyton and around Peyton's age. So, it's during that time period where it's super important that your children have good friends and are surrounding themselves with good friends. So they said to me, Elise, what can we do to make sure that our children have... Greg, no, not beignets. That's not going to make good friends. We're in New Orleans. We've had beignets twice already today. So what is it that our girls can do to have good friends, be good friends in an age where, you would get Facebook shaming or all kinds of crazy stuff that goes on these days, which in the reality, it was pretty tough when we were kids. And yeah, there wasn't public Facebook shaming, but they ganged up on you and you still had a lot of drama that you had to deal with even when we were kids. So I have a couple suggestions. Number one, and we do this, but maybe not enough. At a very young age, I would certainly check out the parents. What do they stand for? What is it that's important to them? What kind of value systems do they have in place? While your children are still young and you still have control over the friends, make sure that you have a say. If you don't like a particular friend or what this child's about and the parents aren't correcting them, maybe it would be a chance for you to step in and say, hey, look, I don't want you hanging out with this child. And guess what? While I'm still driving you around to play dates, you're not going to go be with that child. I actually had a situation like this with Peyton, and I did not like the way one of her friends was treating her. And I said, you know what? This is not what you want. This is not the kind of friend that you need. And this was even at a young age, I was telling her this. And I told her I wanted her to go out and find people that she could hang out with, even though she was very connected to this one child. And she did. She went out, she made other friends, and she blossomed. So, really keep on top of that at a young age. Don't think, oh, my child's still so young, it doesn't really make a difference. Look at these children in elementary school. What do they stand for? These are going to be the girls or guys that your children are hanging out with in high school. Are they going to be the ones that are doing drugs? Are they going to be the ones that are doing all kinds of things that you maybe wouldn't want your children around? So that's number one. Look for types of loyalty, even at a young age. Listen, Peyton was certainly not perfect, but I think one thing all of Peyton's friends' moms know, my friends' moms know, I was right there in it correcting her. And I would not allow Peyton to act a certain way. And my friends were really honest with me and saying, hey, Peyton's being the mean girl. And, I told her, look, you're not going to have any friends left. So, it's not always your child finding the wrong group of people. What if your child is that person? Or as my friends and I were talking about, being a good friend. So it's important that your children learn loyalty at this age. And that was really what my friends and I were talking about. Loyalty, standing behind your friends, being there for them. And that's exactly what they said. Elise, we have to teach this to our children. And so my first suggestion is obviously these things that I'm talking about in elementary school. And then the thing that I say oftentimes is the answer, really is the answer for this. You have to model for your children what you want them to see. So are you a yenta gossiping bitch mother? Is that what you're about when you talk on the phone in front of your children? When you have dinner with your children and the moms, are you all just gossiping, or are you having good, insightful conversation? Do they see that you are sticking up for your friend? You have your friend's back. Tell them about different things that might be troubling your friend that you're doing for them. So really get them involved in understanding what it is that you do to be a good friend. And I think that you will realize that that is probably the thing you can do the most. People oftentimes will ask me, what can I do for this? What can I do for that? They always want an answer. And the reality is that it's not always in the conversation. It's in the non-conversation. It's in those non-verbal communication skills that we have that they are looking at for us. So that's what I really want everybody to concentrate on, is really looking at the way you are acting, reacting to your friends, and see how that affects your children. As you know, I don't have girls, but I tell my boys every day, surround yourself with people that make you happy and that treat you nice. Absolutely. And you have to continue to encourage that. And Natasha's boys are older. But yeah, so, and that has to start at a young age, because certainly if, Natasha, you started this now, which of course you didn't, you started it when they were young. If you start it now, it's sort of useless. This, in high school, it's very difficult to start teaching those lessons. So you really have to try doing it at a much younger age. So even people that might be listening that have preschoolers and you think, this is not for me, what the hell am I listening to this? It absolutely is. This is when you can mold it for your kids. And just be aware that everything that you do in front of your children, you are modeling for them. So be sure that you are giving them something that you want them to follow. And I think that is about it. We are going to head out tonight in New Orleans. I have to say, I actually really like it here. We had an amazing day. It was hot. And we went to the World War II Museum, which was incredible. I think it's pretty new. It's humongous. And that's pretty much it. We walked 9 miles today. 9 miles today, as always, with Joe Bellotta as the tour guide. We will always do minimum 9 miles. And that is it. We're going to hit the town tonight. And I'm with Joe and his best friend. And they, I would say, always have each other's backs. So even as men get older, the same holds true. So I just want all of you to know I'm so grateful for my friends, for my support system that I have, and I love you all. And enjoy. He should be our tour. I know Joe should really start a secondary business as a tour guide, because he's been everywhere, and wherever he hasn't been, he will figure out exactly the best things to do. So anyway, that is it, you guys. Have an awesome night. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next week. And remember, choose your friends wisely. Love you.